big nations, all the big nations of the world. So I think China, the US, and Russia make their own supercomputers. So this is in the 60s, obviously. And after the war, nations actually, started developing supercomputers. This is before the first actual computer was developed. So they had these huge machines that had like some sort of intelligence, and essentially the US one developed its own intelligence, so AI, kind of, basically, essentially, and it decided to wipe out all of humanity. And enslave five poor souls inside of his computer stomach. And torture them for all of eternity. And yeah, that's it. And I think this book is formatted beautifully. Hold on, I really want to read you a little page. Look, it is formatted in the middle with all caps. Okay, listen. AM is the computer. AM went into my mind. He walked smoothly here and there and looked at interest at all the pock marks he had created in 109 years. He looked at the cross-routed and reconnected synapses and all the tissue damage his gift of immortality had included. He smiled softly at the pit that dropped into the center of my brain and the faint mouth-soft murmurings of the things far down there that gibbered without meaning, without pause. Am said, very politely, in a pillar of stainless steel bearing bright neon lighting. Listen, this is important. Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits and wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nano-angstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal one billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro instant. For you. Hate. Anne said it with the sliding cold horror of a razor blade slicing my eyeball. Anne said it with the bubbling thickness of my lungs filling with flame, drowning me from within. Anne said it with a shriek of babies being ground beneath blue hot rollers. Anne said it with the taste of maggoty pork. Anne touched me in every way I had ever been touched, and devised new ways in his leisure, there, inside my mind, all to bring me to full realization of why it had done this to 5 of us, why it had saved us for himself. If that's not intriguing, I don't know what is. Let's do a little ASMR section with grab. I think it is brilliant writing privilege, but I understand when nobody wanted to publish this thing in the 60s, But yeah, beautiful. And I think the book itself makes beautiful sounds. I really like it when people grip like really hard, like you can feel it bending. So, as you know, I'm sure you're all familiar. I'm sure you're all well familiar with Miss Louise's work, because I'm pretty sure it's studied in the US or something like that. I don't know. I'm never sure about these things. Are you guys even in school still? And I really relate to every single one of the characters in like a different way. So I think this is beautiful, because they're very realistic, I think, even to today's person. But there's not much to say on this one, because I'm sure, as I said, that you are more than familiar. More than familiar with the premise. Hold on, let me move things around, okay? We get this little tapping while I rumble. So I saw the movie. I did, I swear. So I saw first the 94 version with like Christian Bale and Winona Ryder. Oh my god. Anyway, and I thought they were brilliant. I thought the movie was amazing. Like a solid 4 out of 5. I'm also debating on making like I already made one, but making a movie essay channel. I'm calling it Creature-esque. And I'm thinking of just doing that, and making like a little video essay on something. I don't know what, but I really want to dip my toes. And I really love the 94 version because I thought it was very well made, not just with the cast, not just with the costumes, but the dialogue was beautiful. So I went down a rabbit hole when I watched, I think, the 94 version of Little Women and Love Actually on the plane to the UK. So I didn't make the connection. Did not make the connection, but this lady that plays Karen, like the wife that gets cheated on by Alan Rickman, she worked on Pride and Prejudice 94 with Mr. Darcy's actor, who plays a role in Love Actually as well, and the lady, the blonde-haired lady, Emma Thompson, I think she's still called. She also worked on the 94 Little Women, and she also worked on, like, I think Sense and Sensibility and Pride and Prejudice, so a lot of, like, period pieces, and I think it's beautiful. Like, I fell down this rabbit hole, okay? I was obsessed, because, like, imagine working with Emma Thompson and, what's it gonna say? Oh, God. Mr. Darcy, what's his name? The actor, I forgot, but, both of them, working on Pride and Prejudice, and then Sensibility, and then Colin Firth, that's his name. Like, beautiful. That's my type, if you're wondering what my type is. It's men who look like they're gonna puke if they talk to you. Mr. Darcy is, I want him my desire. I'm gonna get him. Trust me, one day. But point being, it's crazy how all of these, like, productions are always connected, and you always have the same names working on the same type of stuff. It's gonna be me one day. Remember me, I'm gonna be there. But yeah, enough about this. Let's move on what I think is the start of the show, which is The Secret Code. This is a book about the golden ratio. It has crinkly, like, rice paper type. Oh my god, rice paper type cover, and the boyfriend got it for me from eating Crinkles. Good lord. I think it sounds amazing. Very clicky. Okay, but we can get rid of the little paper thingy, like so. Paper cover, I think it's called. And do a little bit of a sound situation with it on its own. I can read you something. Hold on. So, we have, this is from Priya Hemingway, The Sacred Code. The mysterious formula that rules art, nature, and science. This is a very interesting book. So, on the inside, like right here, it says the golden section has a long tradition in Western culture, also known as divine proportion, the sacred cut. The sacred cut with F, like it's a V. I think it's a Greek letter technically, but we have it in Cyrillic as well. It is a simple, but at the same time puzzling principle that is infinitely repeated in nature, art, and science. The divine proportion can be found in plant seed patterns, in May's family trees, in the pyramids, in Gothic cathedrals, in Renaissance paintings, in the human body, or in shells, to mention just a few phenomena from the infinite series. Mathematicians use the Greek letter V to designate it. But the golden section can also be presented using the formula. I can't say that in English. I know what I'm okay, I'm sorry. It says it here, but you're not going to be able to read it because it's American, but anyway. Or the number 1.61803339. Its history began with the calculations of Babylonian clay tablets and can be followed up to the fractals of the digital age. It is therefore difficult to adequately describe the uniqueness and beauty of this proportion, which is determined by nature, and has served as an aesthetic guideline in art and architecture for 2,500 years. If we go into greater detail, we can find the variations of the golden section everywhere. For example, in the pantheon as a golden triangle, in the human inner ear as golden spirals, in the rose petals as a golden angle, or in the lilies, daisies, pineapples, or human DNA as Fibonacci numbers. Fibonacci, you know the Fibonacci numbers. And then on the back we have over the millennia mathematical sciences use numbers to create a system with which to decipher and order the chaos of the world and to gather data about the universe and about humanity itself. Man has this attempted to uncover the divine plan and all things. And this book focuses on that fascinating search, in which V stands for such an overwhelmingly beautiful and appealing proportion that it has been described divine attributes, thereby doing justice to its name. And Priya Hemingway attended McGill University in Montreal, where she studied mathematics and classical Greek. She then lived in India for many years, studying Eastern thought and philosophy, meditation, and Oriental sacred scriptures. Hemingway now lives in the Bay Area and is writer and photographer. Other books authored by her are published by Evergreen. So she has books on Hindu gods, Eastern wisdom, saints, whatever. Yada. I think this book is beautiful. Hold on, I'm going to show you the actual book. I think it is beautiful. This is the back. It is a Renaissance painting. I don't know the name of it. But we have these spirals. I think it's a brilliant concept, and I adore this book. I adore it with all of my life. Because I am obsessed with mysticism, and the occult, but also mathematics, and how it all makes sense in the world, and how so mystical, so interesting, so interesting. I was thinking thinking we could do a little bit of a reading from this book at some point as an ASMR video because I think it's very sleepy and interesting. I personally would never be able to sleep if I was reading about this book, but or listening per se. But I know a lot of people enjoy soft-spoken, like kind of textbook readings, cool simulators. So maybe I can do that. Maybe I can do that with like very subtle sounds at some point. For anybody who like actually is curious, they can learn something. Because I think it is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we should share books and knowledge. Like, it's my favorite thing in the world. And I think libraries are the most sacred spaces. Sacred spaces that share and hold so much knowledge, so much knowledge. Listen, and they sound so good. And yeah, I think there's like a few Harvard professors as well as like Oxford ones that are making video essays and lectures on a lot of on the very interesting topics, and I think you should all check them out because I think spreading knowledge, as I said, is what we're here on this earth for, and deciphering the world's secrets, the world's secrets, or like coming close to, will be beautiful. And I think we could wrap this video up with just a very fiction-y kind of contemporary piece that I think a lot of you that read are gonna be excited about. I haven't read it yet, so no spoilers, so just let the phone out. My friend got this for me. My bestie got it for me a year ago, and I still haven't read it. I still haven't got it. I'm not gonna do it yet. But I started reading it, and I couldn't get through the first like few pages, and then I left it because I moved on to like other stuff. Because I've mentioned before, but I mostly read on public transit. So if I leave something, I'm probably gonna pick something else up for my journeys. And I haven't been traveling over the past year like on public transport alone. I'm always with my boyfriend or like a friend, so I don't have the time to read. I'm gonna start reading, I think, again, but like at an actual point and goal for this year. Because if I don't, I'm just gonna stop reading, which is not fun. It's not fun. We shouldn't do that. And this book has a beautiful art. Ignore this. I am very bad at like keeping books. I'm sorry to every book that's going to go into my possession, but my bad. There's also hardcover, so you know what that means. Undressed lady. Så, lapparna by. Och dessa Morsvik? I don't know how to say her name. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry if I do it. Apologies, but I really like it when the spine is like jumpy and clicky. There's nothing better than the sound of books, and also their smell. So subtle. Beautiful book, but I'm gonna get to reading it soon. I heard that. Hold on. It's kind of disturbing. Let's see. In a village in a medieval fiefdom, buttered by natural disasters, the motherless. The shepherd boy finds himself the unlikely pivot of a power struggle that puts all manner of faith to a savage test, and a spellbinding novel that represents Tessa's most exciting leap yet. Little Merrick, the abused and delusional son of the village shepherd, never knew his mother. His father told him she One of life's few consolations for Merrick is his enduring bond with the blind village midwife, Inna, who suckled him when he was a baby, as she did for many of the village's children. Inna's gifts extended beyond childcare. She possesses a unique ability to communicate with the natural world. Her gift often brings her the transmission of sacred knowledge on levels far beyond those available to other villagers, however religious they might be. For some people, Ina's home in the woods outside the village is a place to fear and to avoid, a godless place. Among their numbers is Father Barnabas, the town priest and lackey for the depraved lord and governor, Villian. Funny. Imagine if he's the villain. Whose hilltop manor contains the secret embarrassment of riches. The people's desperate need to believe that there are powers that be, who have their best interests at heart, is put to a cruel test by William and the priest, especially in this year of record drought and famine. But when fate brings Merrick into violent proximity to the Lord's family, new and occult forces upset the old order. By year's end, the veil between blindness and sight, life and death, the natural world and the spirit world will prove to be very thin indeed. Okay, so she's a fiction writer from New England, Eileen. Her first novel was shortlisted for National Book Critics Circle Award. Beautiful. So I'm wishing this lady all the best, and I can't wait to read her book because I think it looks very exciting. But yeah, thank you for sitting through this curious installment of Creatures videos. I think it was very fun to make and to ramble about books and tip tap away. I do hope that you enjoyed it and probably found some recommendations. Cause I personally think that you can never go wrong with a book, even if it's bad. Okay, you can't go wrong with a book. Like, don't take this at face value. But the best thing one can do is read. Because even if you read a bad book, you learn something. Okay. And knowledge is power, friends. Knowledge is power.